Heart fam. Hey all Heart fam. Hey all Heart fam. MK here. And today we're going to continue our series for the ultimate guide to marathon training, easy run training.
Lactate threshold.
Marathon pace training. Let's go. Easy run training occupies most of the weekly schedule, up to 80% of the mileage during the week. Easy training is important because it is foundational and strengthens the heart, bones, ligaments, and tendons. This training creates the aerobic foundation to build on top of with all of the other types of run training. In addition, easy training provides the stimulation and circulation necessary to recover from hard efforts throughout the week. You can find where you should be running at easy pace based on your current fitness by running between 65 and 79% of your max heart rate. You can also work toward a challenging and achievable goal by finding where your easy training pace should be by calculating it based on a recent race or a reasonable goal finish time. We like to use v.o2.com. Cole will leave a link in the description below. Enter the race distance and finish time of your recent race or goal and click Calculate. You'll be given tabs showing your race paces, training paces, and equivalent race outcomes for different distances. Click on Training and you can find the paces for the different run training types. And beside easy, you will find a pace range from the faster end of easy to the slower end. So for a 4-hour marathon, the easy training run pace is between 10 minutes and 11 seconds per mile and 11 minutes and 11 seconds per mile. When training at easy pace, you can use a few different tools to evaluate if you are at the right level of intensity. Monitoring heart rate with a reliable device is a great way to know if your effort level is dialed in. I highly recommend using an electrical heart rate monitor rather than one with an optical sensor to get the most accurate heart rate data while you are bouncing around and getting all sweaty. Using RPE, or rate of perceived exertion, is a great way to intuitively dial into the correct training zone without the added stress of checking on a device. You should be able to speak whole sentences and run without over-breathing while easy training. I see so many runners run a little on the slow side of their easy training pace range because we tend to be influenced a lot by the title, easy. The run should be aerobically easy, but that doesn't mean that the run will necessarily feel easy. Sore legs, a blister on the foot, or even a bad night's sleep could make a run feel not so great. And especially the day after a hard workout, many runners tend to run too easy and don't get the necessary good blood flow to legs to kickstart the recovery process. So try to connect with your body and with your easy pace range. Keep your average run pace for the entire week up by staying in the aerobic zone and maximizing your training effort for the best long-term result on race day.
Small one, 735.
Awesome.
You came out of nowhere like a bullet train. You were so familiar, but you're not the same as all the other drifters who have lost their way. You remind me of a love that never changed.
Lactate threshold is the range of intensity just above aerobic threshold and just below anaerobic threshold. Aerobic threshold is the point when the body starts using carbohydrates from the glycogen in the muscles as fuel instead of from fat. And anaerobic threshold is the point when the body produces lactate at the same rate that it is eliminated. Lactate threshold training serves the purpose of improving aerobic endurance. This is accomplished by keeping the body at an intensity level under or just under that point when lactate is being produced at the same rate it is cleared. It is important to understand that we're always producing lactate, even at rest. However, through exercise, we can practice working hard, practice burning glycogen and producing more lactate than at rest, and improve our ability to clear lactate at higher rates and thus run at relatively high rates of intensity for longer periods of time.
Real good. Real good.
During lactate threshold training, the body learns to clear lactate at a higher rate, and we're able to work hard at this level of intensity for longer periods of time. Someone who is just starting out may reach fatigue in as little as 5 to 10 minutes, whereas a well-practiced runner can use glycogen as fuel for as much as 100 minutes before going anaerobic and hitting the proverbial wall. In order to finish all 26.2 miles of a marathon without hitting the wall, we want to practice riding the line just under aerobic threshold for as long as possible, or between 80 and 88% of max heart rate for most of a marathon race. We want to stay fat burning as long as possible until cardiac drift creeps up above aerobic threshold, and hopefully we have enough carbs in the tank to get us to the finish line. So it's important to invest a pretty large portion of our weekly miles to marathon pace run training, up to 20% of weekly miles. Practicing race pace is a major way to boost running economy. The more you practice marathon pace, the less pace fluctuation you will experience. When over-pacing, even for as little as 90 seconds, the heart rate can spike, and you'll have to tap into some of the glycogen stores in your muscles, which might leave you at mile 22 sitting on the curb at the side of the road. In addition to developing even pacing, with more marathon pace practice, you will feel more at ease looking at your watch, looking side to side, sipping on fluids and taking gels. Being more relaxed and comfortable at race pace will keep the breathing under control, allowing you to run longer and faster with less oxygen.
The best part of a marathon is moving through the field. Passing runners is a positive mental distraction, and it allows me to keep playing this mental game instead of focusing on negative things around me, like my heavy legs or the fatigue setting in. So negative splitting is the best way to race a marathon for me. Negative splitting is running the second half of the marathon faster than the first half.
1:40 was the half, which you did perfectly. It was perfect.
Remember, running at marathon pace requires a lot more effort than running at easy pace does. So be sure to practice marathon pace while carrying hydration to familiarize yourself with sipping fluids during a race, as well as kickstart the recovery process in advance while out on your long run. Also, even if you can get through your long run without taking fuel, practice eating gels during marathon pace miles to get used to the action, as well as, again, getting the recovery process started as soon as possible.
It only takes one really bad race experience to quickly learn that fueling is super important during a marathon. Digestion normally doesn't happen when we are stressed. Our bodies need to practice taking on fluids and calories while the heart rate is elevated. In addition, we use a lot of extra movements and lose running economy while fueling. And I am fueling 4 to 5 times per race and hydrating 15 to 20 times. Then I certainly want to be efficient with lots of practice.
What flavor we got there?
Finally, I see tons of runners arrive at an aid station beside me and take off out of the aid station really fast. And when we are running at marathon pace, just spending 90 seconds at faster than marathon pace can burn a match. So practicing fueling and hydration with steady pacing is super important. Everyone is individual and different when it comes to fueling, but practicing the race day actions during all of the training runs applies to everyone, no matter what shape, size, gender, age, or skill level. Happy marathoning!